message begins right now. Between the years of 2006 to 2012, I had personally gone through a prolonged period that many Christians would call the dark night of the soul. The Dark Night of the Soul is a poem written by 16th-century Spanish poet and Catholic mystic Saint John of the Cross that describes a spiritual crisis and a journey towards union with God. The crisis can be described as a feeling of complete and utter detachment to life and to all things that used to matter to someone. It is usually triggered by an external event that has the potential to change your life completely. For example, the loss of a beloved family member, romantic partner, the loss of a job, the loss of life direction, going through bankruptcy, etc. In those 6 years there had been times in which I seriously considered giving up on life altogether. By researching on the best and surest method, suicide. Life was too hard, and there seemed to be no one by my side helping me out. Life back then was meaningless and utterly devoid of joy or love, and I felt like the whole universe, my family, friends and even God had completely forgotten and abandoned me. I had realized since then that nothing could be further from the truth. My journey back to the light was long and difficult, often very lonely, painful and filled with regrets, anger, sadness and self-worthlessness, hatred. I came to the true realization that the dark night of the soul is a rite of passage that each light worker has to sail through prior to discovering her true calling in life. A light worker is a term used to describe someone who has a sincere desire to be of loving service to the world by staying in constant connection with God, the divine, the all that is. That phase of my life stripped me of all attachments to money and to anything else that the world approves of as outer appearances of success. And the more I subconsciously distanced or removed myself from everything and everyone in my life during this time period, the closer I got to my true self and God. God was and is my rock and constant support. I learned from and personally experienced the unconditional love that is God, and for that I am forever grateful. The whole experience has made me stronger mentally, emotionally and spiritually, and yet lighter at the same time, as a lifetime's worth of negativity and emotional baggage is now long gone. By the law of attraction, if you are reading this article, you are also a light worker. You have inwardly heard the divine wake-up call that is now reverberating throughout this universe to all who is willing to listen. It is calling each of us to wake up from the illusion, or the matrix of life on planet Earth, and return back to your true higher self and thine. For we are all spiritual beings having a human, physical experience, and we have been living in the chaotic, fear-based matrix of duality and separation for eons. For far too long. It is now time to return to love, for love is the basis of who and what we are, and the reason why we are here. In death, we always return from duality and separation back to oneness with God and all that is. This return to unity and oneness that usually occurs in death, is happening now to all who choose to participate. When we are still in our physical, human bodies, we are being called to joyfully and powerfully participate in making the golden age of Earth a reality. The golden age, Satya Yuga, started off in December 2012 as had been long prophesied by many ancient civilizations. Ever since then, powerful waves of great influxes of divine light codes have entered our planet, changing and affect every living being on this planet down to our very cells, DNAs and all levels of our being, waking us and empowering us to take back our spiritual and divine right as powerful creators of divine light. This process of returning to complete union with our true higher selves is often called ascension. Ascension is happening to all on a planetary level now. My brothers and sisters, we are living in exciting times of great, powerful, positive changes for the planet Earth herself and all of its inhabitants. The more prepared we are, the better we can handle anything that comes our way, especially within the next few years. We will be facing many unexpected, and often chaotic changes that will force us all to choose to either react with love and joyful anticipation of the new golden earth, or with fear of the unknowns. The birth of fifth-dimensional, golden era on earth, where love, joy, peace, abundance for all are supreme, can only come after Earth and all of its inhabitants go through intense labor pains where everyone and everything will undergo purification, healing and the releasing of all fear and old age issues of powerlessness, poverty and insecurities. To welcome the new, we need to first release everything that is low vibrational. This includes the releasing of all illusions of lack, limitation and separation, and all feelings of guilt, anger, aggression, hatred, racism, negativity and fears, anything that is the complete polar opposite to love and light. Humanity, as a collective, needs to fully come to the realization that to harm or let harm come to another living being, be that animals, plants, other people or Lady Gaia, the planet Earth herself, is actually harming oneself. There will come a time when everyone's major chakras system, energy centers, of our physical bodies will be upgraded from 7 chakras to 13 chakras, the next level up in spiritual evolution, ascension. This will happen at different times, paces as decided by you, only when you are ready to evolve and experience the unity consciousness with all that is. With the addition of 6 extra major chakras, you will experience a very acute and deep interconnection with all. You will feel immense and profound love for other people, for all animals and trees and plants and Lady Gaia, Earth herself, and you will begin to automatically treat all with the love, respect and care that each living being deserves to have, and with the love that you give them. Trust me when I say, you will receive that love back to you wonderfully multiplied. All living beings will become your dearest, very dearest, best friends. The trees, the animals and Lady Gaia are full of wisdom, love, joy, and humor that I sometimes laugh out loud when mentally conversing with them, not caring one bit that people might think I was crazy. And to give you a personal example, at the moment my connection with all animals are so acute, that even though I have a slight phobia of spiders, nowadays when I find one at home, instead of killing it immediately like I used to do, I now take it outdoors and let it live. This is because when I killed one previously, this was before I realized just how intense my connection with all is, I felt like I just killed another part of myself and acutely felt the spider's fear, pain at the moment of its death, as if they were my own fear, pain. Now, imagine Earth as a planet of love, where the killing of any living being is no longer tolerated because the consequences of such an act will reverberate and be felt by all on the planet. When this happens, the true peace on Earth that most of us have been praying for will no longer be a distant, futuristic concept, but an actual physical reality, and this is the future golden Earth that we will all be in soon, in this particular lifetime. For the majority of humanity who are already here, the promised kingdom of heaven on earth has arrived at last, and each of us must stand up and claim it for yourself by cleansing, healing and aligning yourself completely with Earth's new high vibrations of love, joy and peace. So when you are ready to permanently activate all 13 of your 5th dimensional chakras, and by so doing, enjoy the wonders, love, peace and beauty of interconnectedness with all, then please take the time to read and do the meditation detailed in this article. The Archangel Chakra Jewels found on this website, http://timhild.com, category, Activations. Used this powerful meditation a while ago to awaken my own connection with all that is. What are some of the major symptoms of ascension and signs of spiritual awakening that all is experiencing now? Below are just a few examples of ascension symptoms. There are many more unmentioned here. 1. You somehow just instinctively knew that something big is happening right now, even if you don't know what that is. This feeling is refusing to go away. 2. You suddenly get flu-like symptoms that appear and disappear without escalating. 3. You get frequent headaches that just seem to come and go, or feeling like there's a bit of pressure on your head. 4. You are drawn to change your dietary habits and more consumption of high vibrational foods and drinks such as fresh raw fruits, vegetables and freshly made juices, or a strong urge to be a vegetarian. You may be drinking more water than normal as your body receives higher, intensified light. You may also be drawn to move your body more than usual and make exercise a regular activity in your life. 5. There is a heightened sensitivity to sound, smell, vibrations and energies. A sudden door slam your next door neighbors did might have made you feel as though they just punched you in the gut. That is, you physically felt the vibrations of the sound. 6. You're experiencing changes in sleep patterns, experiencing waves of extreme fatigue, or periods of restlessness and insomnia. You start to take afternoon, daytime naps, something which you may perhaps have never done before. 7. There may be a lot of time when you are feeling over-emotional, oversensitive and sometimes accompanied by feelings of anger, intense frustration, rage, or being short-tempered or easily agitated for no apparent reason. 8. You are starting to grow restless in your life and then making big changes to careers, interests, hobbies, friends, relationships, or relocating from a location where you have lived all your life. A lot of people around you have been commenting how much you have changed within recent years. 9. You feel very strongly drawn to spend more time in nature as it is the one place where we can feel more at peace within ourselves. 10. You have this really deep longing to go home even though you may not know exactly where that is. You may be having visions, during meditation, or dreams, during sleep, of going to places or planets where you don't remember having physically been there before in this lifetime. But why do they feel so very familiar and dear to you? 11. You may be feeling invisible, detached or alienated from others and the world around you. Or you may be removing yourself from the company of others as you subconsciously knew that you did the time alone to deal with unresolved negativities, issues from your past. 12. You may be feeling like you are here for something bigger than what you are doing now. You have begun to search for a deeper meaning and the divine purpose of your life, remembering the mission you came here to do. 13. There is this intense feeling as if you are running out of time, or time behaving so strangely in your life, sometimes speeding up in leaps and bounds and then slowing down dramatically not long after. 14. You may be suddenly gifted with increasing psychic abilities, stronger intuition and telepathic connection with animals and trees, plants. You intuitively knew what your beloved pet may be feeling or saying to you at any given time. 15. There may be many instances during the day when you are feeling lost, spacey, more forgetful than usual, ungrounded, or you may have sudden difficulties in concentrating or comprehending information. That is brain fog, confusion. If you are feeling some or all of the above symptoms, be not afraid, and hang in there, cause as your body adjusts to the higher influx of light, many of the above symptoms will either be gone or they will become so second nature to you that no hardship is felt. Do not be afraid of facing and releasing all past pains, hurts, or all emotionally charged memories of the past from all lifetimes. Your journey back to light, to your higher self may not be as prolonged, tough or as dramatic as mine was, if you stop resisting and open yourself to fully participate in the process right from the get-go. The key to making your awakening easier to cope with, is by staying heart-centered and aligning your entire vibrations to love, which means, only think thoughts of love about yourself and others, only say words of love about self and others. Only take actions which are based in love for yourself and others, and radiate loving compassion to every situation you encounter. And when you do this, you will be attracting into your life everything that you desire, for the joyful fulfillment of your higher path, life purpose. And always 2x remember that you are never alone. There are so many loving, powerful light beings in this universe who stand ready to assist all of us with our personal ascension process and challenges, including the Divine Father, Mother or God, Goddess, all the angels and archangels. Michael, Raphael and Metatron are the primary archangels in charge of healing and ascension in this universe. The ascended masters, especially Sananda, or more commonly known as Jesus, Street Germain, Kuthumi and Mother Mary, and all the higher dimensional, loving races of beings such as the Archons and the Pleiadians who have been helping humanity and Gaia for a long time in preparation for the Golden Age. Help is only a thought, a prayer, or a meditation away and will always be answered to almost immediately. Look for answers in everything. A book that just seems to get your attention, a website you somehow stumbled onto, an article, a song playing on the radio, a blog, something a stranger said or did, etc. You will know that that is the answer to your question. Prayer. If you feel a sense of rightness, lightness when receiving the information. Another way of aligning yourself with your soul purpose and moving you forward in your ascension journey is by receiving the life-transforming Palao energy channeled by competent, trained Palao practitioners. Having a Palao treatment will activate the ascension DNA strands within your cells and align all aspects of your entire being, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, with your higher self. For more information on Palao, please visit the FAQ page of this website. There are many authors and websites where you can read channeled information or messages from divine loving beings about ascension, on how to overcome its challenges, and constant up-to-date news on planetary-wide ascension and the physical global changes it brings affecting all of humanity now. As always, when reading or taking in information about anything, always check in with your own inner compass to see if the advice, information given resonates with your divine truth. If yes, then the advice, messages given are definitely life-changing and worth following. These messages will always have a strong, high vibration of love and will make you feel supported, loved, empowered, protected and will ring true to you. So, take complete charge of your life, be not afraid. All is well in the kingdom of God. She is completely in charge of these exciting changes that are happening globally. Claim your sovereignty and your complete power of creation and manifestation. The time is now for us to step up together, as the powerful co-creators that we truly are, and you can take a small step right now to start your ascension journey by simply making a decree. Decrees are the most powerful form of statement that you can declare to the universe. In making a decree, you are making a command and a full commitment. So, be really sure that it is what you intend before you say it out loud. It is important to stand straight and read your decree out loud, with the full intention of meaning every word you say. Once the decree is complete, stand still for a few minutes and feel the powerful energies of change that permeates your entire being. The universe will hear this intention and commitment that you just made, and will promptly respond, creating circumstances and events, providing the tools, resources, connections you need so that your wish is fulfilled. Say this decree out loud, twice a day. In the morning before you start your day, and at night before sleep. Father God, my beloved angels, archangels and guides, my higher self, and all the ascended masters in my team, I am now ready to fully awaken and integrate with my higher self in every way. I am ready to align my entire being and life with my own divine higher purpose, mission for this incarnation. I am now permanently releasing everything and everyone that is not aligned with my higher purpose. For I know that I am love. I know that I am loved beyond measure. Love is truly who I am. I am now ready to express my true, authentic self as divine love incarnate. For I am all that I am. I am unlimited. I am God. Thank you for constantly helping me to permanently release all third-dimensional limiting beliefs that may be dragging me down. Thank you for helping me to fly to greater heights until I reach my highest potential in this lifetime. I now call forth my divine powers of creation and manifestation so that everything I do, everything I am, everything I will be and have, will be for my higher good and the higher good of all that is. I am grateful for all that was, all that is and all that will be in my life, always. Thank you, for I am my life purpose, and the blueprint for my bright, joyful, abundant 5D future is now unfolding perfectly, always. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so be it. The ripple effects of this powerful decree will start to be manifested in your physical reality in as little as a week. Do it constantly for at least 30 days, and by the end of 30 days, will definitely have moved forward by leaps and bounds, and your life will have positively changed in the direction of your higher path filled with so much love, peace, joy, freedom and complete abundance. I am sending you all who are reading this much love, joy, light and peace. Namaste. End of the message. Much love to all of you soul sisters, brothers. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to get notified moment by moment. Watch DNA Awakening previous videos for a universal understanding. New subscribers will be updated with the latest articles and informations. We hope this channel has helped you discover where to start on your actual spiritual path. It's a good karma to put a like, comment, subscribe and share with your beloved ones. Leave your suggestion in the field below. All the love to you, beautiful souls.